What's up, guys? Will Nace here. Back to another normal day. Got a lot of stuff to do today. Got to feed stuff, got to clean stuff, got to separate stuff, got to set stuff up in new cages. The normal stuff, you know. So I got my little tripod out today, so hopefully you guys can enjoy it. But yeah, let's get started. Lots to do. Lots and lots to do. Alright, so right now I have these two totes. I do have to move my Mojave rattlesnakes in these totes because over the last 2 or 3 feedings, one of them has been regurgitating his food, which is not good. If it happens once, it happens, but it happened 3 times, it's not very good. So I'm going to be separating them out, putting them in these totes, and then they will go back in a cage that is locked together just in case they by chance get out of this. But this way I can keep an eye on which one's which, and I can figure out which one's regurgitating. Now, if it is sick or has an illness or a bacteria or anything, I can then start treating it because I know which one it is, instead of wasting the medicine and treating both of them, because sometimes only one will get it. But the medicine is not cheap, so it is not something I want to waste realistically. So I drilled holes in the sides so this way the air flows in, they can breathe no problem. Now the aspen bedding is just easy to clean, so I put that in there. Now they are a desert snake, so I don't put big water bowls in there. Small ones are just fine. Don't want the humidity to be too high or anything like that. Alright, so first one first. I believe this one is the female. Pretty little girl. Now this is not something I want to get bit by. Their venom can be neurotoxic or hemotoxic, very necrotic, could rot things off, not very pleasant. Doesn't mean I'm going to go and pinch them with scissors or pinch them with a giant pair of scissors to put them in here, or tongs or anything like that. Just very simply hooking them. I believe this one is my male. Right there. No, you got to turn around, face the camera, Bubba. There you go. That's the male. I believe very strongly, and if you're gentle with your snakes, you tame them down, calm them down. If you harm your snakes, there's going to be no reason for them to trust you, and they're going to be fiery little worms their entire lives, and that's not very good. So now that they're separated, I got other stuff to do first, but I'm going to feed them here in a little bit, but I got other stuff to do first, so I'll leave them right here for right now and get started on our next little project. Okay, so now we're outside. Got some lovely crickets to feed off. We're gonna feed some of the crocodilian here outside. It did rain a lot the past couple days, so after I feed them, I'm gonna give them a couple hours to eat, and then I'm gonna do a water change, just because rain does turn the water a beautiful yellowish tint due to pollen in the air, because here in Florida, we got lots and lots of pollen. So in here we have Omar, the American alligator, which is that little guy right there. Blue, right there, smooth front caiman. And then over here, we have Omar. Or I'm sorry, Bruce, the broad-snouted caiman. Right there, that little guy. So, I'm gonna get to feeding them. Throw some crickets in the water for him. Throw some crickets in the water for him. These crickets are like, what the heck, man? I didn't sign up for this. Alright, so in here we have Finn, our fly river turtle. Today he's getting a full water change and filter clean. I gotta change the carbon in his filter as well, and then treat his water with the new chemical that helps kill the chlorine and stuff like that. So I have to remove him from his enclosure here and drain all the water out. I'm going to give the tub a nice little scrub down just to make sure there's no algae or anything growing in there, and then put him back in his clean water in about an hour or so. he is. There's the cute little guy right there. Fin Fly River turtle. Beautiful coloration, cute little pig nose, cute little fins. Awesome, awesome little guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in his bucket right now. There's a bucket of water from his enclosure. And then yeah, gets cleaned in this fun little adventure. Okay, so I just cleaned the filter out, changed the carbon in the filter, so it's nice and clean and new. I gotta do that maybe like once a month. But now I'm gonna let it fill up a little bit and then cycle the water through to get that last bit of old water out. And then let it run for about an hour or so, then be able to put the Fly River turtle back in his new little enclosure. So yeah, I gotta go turn the pump on and let that start going. All right, so the pump is pushing out the last bit of water. Gonna let that go down for another minute or so. And then I will be able to add chemicals, let it run for, like I said, an hour, and put the Fly River turtle in it. That cute little guy right there. And then later tonight we'll come back out and feed him. This is a brand new thing we're doing, adding this water, or adding this chemical to the water. It helps us kill the chlorine, but it's made for fish, turtles, things like that. And that's it, simple as that. We'll let that fill up a little bit more. Like I said, let it run through the system a little bit, and then we'll put the Fly River turtle back in. And I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes out here, so let me try and hurry that up. Now, while I'm waiting on the Fly River, I was going to wait to feed the crickets, or clean. I'm sorry. I was going to wait to clean the alligators and stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now because they don't seem very interested in the crickets. The water is a little chilly, so by me changing it, it'll warm it up a little bit for them. But it's okay because we're gonna feed them again in a couple days. So I'm gonna put them in there. Now I try and do a water change on these guys at least every 3 days. This way no mosquito larvae or anything like that has time to make it in here. By just simply draining it and refilling it back up, gives the water a nice little warmer temperature as well. All right, it's been about an hour now. Going to put the Fly River turtle back in his little pond here so he can enjoy his nice new clean water. So, and there he goes, just like that. Now it is a little colder than what he's used to, but again, we have a water heater in there, so it keeps him nice and warm. And we'll come back out here in a little bit, check on him, and also feed him. Now I'm also gonna do a water change on my snapping turtle right here. This cute little friendly guy. Had him for a very long time. He was actually a gift from a friend, but gonna do a little water change on him too. What, Snappy? What, Snappy? He doesn't look too happy today. So, I'm gonna put him on the side over here, pull his tube out, and let that drain out. All right, so back here in the snake room, yesterday I did feed my canebrake rattlesnakes, and if you guys have seen previous videos, I do have to separate them. The male is in here, the female leaving the cage. So I got to take him out and put him back in. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Pop that lid open. Pull him out. Beautiful North Florida canebrake rattlesnake. This snake was actually a gift to me from my very good friend Joe. There he goes. Sees Cherokee. Cherokee, get out of here, boy. You crazy dog. Alright, I'm going to put him back in there. Now, for some reason, every time I leave that canebrake in there overnight, he does like to leave a nice little fecal sample for me. But I'm not sending that out to the meds because he's perfectly healthy. So, but I do need to pull out my Western Diamondback rattlesnake. He's one of my bigger rattlesnakes in my collection. But he's got a nice little pile of poop in there, so I got to get that out so he's nice and clean. And then I got to clean some of the smaller rattlesnakes as well. Oh, big old boy. Right there. Western Diamondback rattlesnake. Right there. My big male, beautiful, heavy, awesome snake. Alright, so in the trash can he goes. So I can very simply clean his cage. That, my Western Diamondback rattlesnake. Love this snake. I'm gonna go ahead and put him back. Alright, now also a lot of you guys have been asking me what's going on with the Asian water monitor, so I had time to finally finish this today. A new little temporary enclosure for them. So pretty much same thing as Crocodilian, it's a little bit bigger because he's obviously bigger. But big side full of water. Smaller side full of mulch. This way he can bury. Smaller Asian water monitors actually like to bury themselves quite often. That's actually how they get most of their moisture. They actually soak it up through their, well, it's called a cloaca, but their butthole, for those of you that don't know what a cloaca is. That's how they absorb most of their moisture when they're little especially. When they get bigger, they do spend a lot of time in the water. But when they're smaller, they do bury this to hide from predators, things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in here today. See if he likes it. So this is the fun part because now I gotta go get him, and I always get so scratched up from catching him. So it is done. It is nice. I enjoy it. That is all natural mulch. It's actually a natural pesticide too. It keeps bugs out and away, things like that. And you can easily climb over that lip to get into the water there. So let's go get him and put him in his new little temporary enclosure. Bing, bang, boom. Unfortunately, I haven't lately been able to spend too much time with him. Been very busy, a lot of things going on with the house. But now that he's going to be outside, I'm hoping I can spend a lot more time with him. So I have to catch him up, and for this I have to put the phone down. So I'll be right back. There he is. There's the little buddy right there. Alright, there he is. He's in there swimming around, enjoying it. But I can also put fish in here for him now that he can eat alive. You're not going to fit through there. Oh, maybe you are going to fit through there. Okay. So, he's nice and happy. I'm happy. He'll like his new closure very much, I'm sure. And tonight, he gets fed. Alright guys, that's it for this one. I had to shower because I got shit on all over by the lizard. So, I'll catch you guys next time. Remember, follow me on Instagram. I post all the animals more often there, so you guys can check that out. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.